Good morning and welcome. How are you guys doing today? I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the conflict over there in Iran. Today is also not going to be as long as my normal videos. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. We've knocked out 42 of their Navy ships, some of them very large, in 3 days. That was the end of the Navy. We knocked out their Air Force. We also knocked out their communications. So they're not having a good time right now, the Iranian regime. And the fact that we took out so many Navy ships is actually huge because not only does this give them less control of the Strait of Hormuz, especially outside the perimeters, but they were using these ships to carry and launch their drones from. So a lot of these ships might have had drones on them, and regardless of whether or not they did, those are fewer ships that they'll have to bring these drones about to nearby locations, because this is how they were getting their drones out there. So destroying 42 of their naval ships significantly limits their power. So that is fantastic news. And then we also have an attack by the IDF on Iran's oil facilities or refineries.
Now, tonight, Israeli forces dropped bombs on Iran's oil refineries outside the capital. The U.S. and Israel together are averaging as many strike sorties per day as the entire coalition during the Gulf War. Part of the reason.
That is a lot of strikes during the entirety of the Gulf War, man. Wow.
Israel is able to send so many jets 1,000 miles from their bases in Israel to Tehran, the same distance from New York to Minneapolis, by the way, is because the U.S. Air Force has 100 refueling planes in theater. Wow. That's twice the number used during Operation Midnight Hammer. And no country's been...
Real quick, because this has a bit better image of the oil refinery burning.
Meanwhile, Israel launching a new wave of strikes, targeting this oil refinery in Tehran. Iran's national...
And you can just see it for so long. That is a huge fireball. And here's the thing. This was an oil refinery. To my knowledge, this oil wasn't going anywhere. This was the Iranian regime's oil, so it will not be directly affecting gas prices. So this really just hurts the Iranian regime. Now, it might indirectly affect gas prices nonetheless, because fear of escalation, and the fact that some people probably just want to raise prices to make more of a profit. I'm not just going to be super trusting of corporations.
During President Trump's first term. And tonight, a skyscraper here in Dubai was hit by falling debris after a drone was blasted out of the sky. Authorities say the debris also fell into a car, setting it on fire and killing the Pakistani driver inside. And this...
Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago by now. 2 days ago, I think it was, they said that they weren't going to be launching any more attacks on neutral countries, and here they are still doing that. Iran continued drone and ballistic missile attacks on Gulf states, despite President Assad's order to suspend strikes unless attacks on Iran originated from their territory. 2 Iranian drones struck United Arab Emirates, UAE, territory between March 6th and March 7th, including a strike on Dubai International Airport. So they're still attacking the neutral units. Guys, this is a horrible strategy. You don't attack the neutrals. You don't attack the green units. Come on. What are you doing? This is just stupid. These are horrible tactics. Like, it's even laughable. Hey, I have a fantastic idea. What if, and hear me out now, we tick off everybody who's not already angry with us, and that way they might attack us as well. It's so stupid. And a reason why we might be seeing these attacks is because they don't have a leader at the top right now. You have a lot of smaller leaders making decisions independently of each other. So you're seeing this chaos in messaging as well. Now, it could be they just lied, but I think some of it has to do with a lack of a unified leader. So that's what's leading to this chaos. But man, this is a really stupid strategy. And I don't think it's going to pay off. Not going to pay off for them in the long term, I believe. Anyway, and one last thing to cover, because I have heard that there is a lot of death that has been going on, especially in Iran. Now, some of this destruction actually comes because the leadership complexes are actually underneath cities and urban areas. There's also internal unrest. There are reports that Iranian internal security forces are firing upon buildings where people are celebrating the fall of the regime. And they're doing this to suppress the anti regime chanting. So, some horrible stuff. Also, there's a lack of warnings because while US and Israel try to give proper warnings, there is currently an internet blackout in Iran, or multiple internet blackouts, and these prevent civilians from receiving those alerts. Um, Overall, it's a terrible situation nonetheless, which human lives have been ended, even over 1,000 from what I've read, mostly in Iran. So I do want to humanize these people because remember, it's not with the Iranian people in large that we are fighting. Most of them want this regime change. Most of them hate their current regime. Right now, our fight is with the Iranian military, not with their people. So I would urge you to pray for those injured in combat, the loved ones of those who have lost their lives in this conflict. So remember that there's still a heavy price to all of this. More than just money, but human lives are being lost as well. And we have to remember to care for each other. So while I am happy that these people are being liberated from an extraordinarily oppressive and repressive regime, it is important to remember the lives that are being lost and to value them. And one thing, I don't normally ask this, but I do think it helps. I put a lot of effort into these videos, so if you would consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, that would greatly help the channel. And anyway, with that, I truly hope all of you have a wonderful day. Sayonara later, and goodbye.